knowing what works and what doesn't, fits their play style, and here we go, week 3. Semiij going up against Scar, and Scar's going to get the first hog meet off a run-up grab.
Which is something that neither of these guys can open up by with almost at all, it seems. Those throws, they are on the text. And as you mentioned earlier, with him making the switch to Ethereal, we saw him use Ravenous quite a lot at the beginning of season number 1. And then kind of halfway through, he just said, you know what, Ethereal all the way.
He works out. All right, and trading some normals in the counter-booking war. Scar is going to take advantage and get the combo. Whiffs the air throw, you know, female hurt spots issues. It's all good.
Sometimes it happens, and Samish with the reaction to the fade. I mean, both these characters have that threat on Wake Up of are they going to teleport or not?
And the same thing there, you're worrying about in Mileena's pressure whether or not she's going to teleport. Scar sitting there with the patient defense, not pressing any buttons, that allows Samish to get a couple throws in there.
And she pressed the button there with Scar, but that thing, so ambiguous.
And the questionable, very late break on Scar's and had the entire meter in a raw overhead teleport.
The Scar special that works with no other smoke player in existence. The raw overhead teleport to close out. No breaker, no nothing, just do it.
Yeah, I wonder what's going through his head in moments like that. Like, you spend the 2 bars to break, and I guess you figure, well, hey, you know, I've risked this much. Why not risk the yellow teleport? Works out in his favor, captures round 1, and you know how MKX goes. With smoke and his pressure and his great button, Scar has already built back the majority of that meter.
And Samish now has to wonder if he gets opened up here, if he has to come off that bar or not. Luckily blocking right, didn't have to come off the breaker.
Oh, and Samish getting a little greedy. You know, both of these characters with their excellent invincibility off their EX teleports, taking advantage of each other's gaps. It's just a fun mind game to watch them back and forth. Who's going to spin the bar? When are they going to spend it? And to stagger.
What a check from Scar after the tech throw.
When trading static force and trading teleports. And Scar's going to get the better end of this. Also, take a little bit of the head on the inside, analyze it. I'm not sure what he does with the head while it's inside his body, but apparently he's done with it. Spits it back out. As the Triborg poses for the camera, all 3. Let's do it.
Scar with some really stuff at the end of that round. You saw him after the tech throw just kind of get into Samij's head where Samish was probably committed to the throw actually working and just got checked after the tech. And you know, both of those guys, we saw Samish do a fade and then Scar immediately fading back through the string. It's fun to watch. It's fun to watch.
Alright, Aquaman, I have questions about that win pose from Triborg. You know how they all pose, right?
They do.
Is because you know, we know how Cyrax looks, you know, outside of the suit. Is that like a Black Power pose? I mean, if you look at his hand, you know, it's kind of okay. We'll leave that alone. I don't know.
you never know. All I'm saying.
I mean, that's how I feel. Even though Smoke is the blackish robot, I don't know, man. I got questions for the Lin Kuei in their robotic forms. I'll take that up
I did
later.
not go AFK, guys. I am so sorry. I just noticed that. That's probably why Scar was teabagging me there at the character select. That is my bad. My bad.
I'm sorry. I'm AF. Go ahead.
Okay. I'm giving Samish a break here. All right, he's going to sit down and think about it. He's going to get coached. And he's going to come back strong in game number 2. And while my although I have a phenomenal Cryomancer, but he's getting mopped right now. So once again, looking at the bracket, our next match, Tweety versus Immortal Angel, and that's a matchup that we've seen Tweety. He hasn't struggled too much in it, but that's a matchup that looks like Kenshi has to do a lot of work because Scorpion's teleport does work against Kenshi, and Possessed especially because EX teleport or teleport beats teleport.
Yeah, for sure. Now, when you add the danger of a surprise Scorpion teleport with the combination of the reads that Immortal Angel has made this week alone, let's just take it for 1 week. His reads were on point, and he kind of just knew when people were going to do something. So Whether or not that
it was
works
some
in
savage
his favor,
gameplay, KP. We can call it like it is. It was pretty savage, but you know, I loved it. I loved it. This man went in.
I mean, me. I wonder if Tweety's like scared. Me personally, I would be cowering in fear because you don't know.
Exactly.
But
you just don't know. And that's what's great about these online tournaments is that, you know, even myself when I've played in them, I get shook at home against the guys that I don't know because anything can happen. And it's single elimination. Like, you're not going to get another chance. You're just not going to get one for the week.
That's it. So, as we swing back into things, as we saw why people stopped playing Crowdmancer is obviously free.
And the switch
with
early.
The character change. Yeah, man.
And this is a scary pick because we all know who Scar's training partner is. And Main's, pretty much.
You might have heard. You might have heard of him here or there.
Yep, might have heard of him. He gets around.
Yeah, I heard he's been to a major or two. But either way, Scar just trying to tie up the life at this point in time. Using the plus frame from the string, a lot of respect, trading some folks.
And what a whip punish
committing.
Didn't commit though.
Yeah. Teleports out, and even then, Samiij just kind of waiting, letting Scar kind of maneuver around how he wants to and playing very defensive and reactionary this time around with Cassie. And a lot of blocking. I mean,
and there we go. Seeing the fade through the gap in the string, and Samiij putting another one out there, but.
Yeah, look at the patience of these two guys.
What a whiff again from Samiij.
Yeah, and someone, after 40 seconds, finally lands a hit that can confirm it to a combo. And Samiij, with the passive and more defensive approach to this matchup in particular, is giving him the edge.
And this just in, Samiij has not won a single game with Cassie in Season 2, and he's pulled her out 2 times before this.
Alright, keeps it safe with the EX flip kick, but instead eats a jump in. All of that fundamental defensive work going out of the window, eating a raw jump in into the reset, coming out of the smoke and grabs her, tries to push the mask off her face.
You can't even see it. The smoke was there. This is smoke and mirrors, ladies and gentlemen.
Oh boy, and a nice dagger there. He's got the respect built from the plus frames off that back 1-2-4 string. And more patience. Scar caught trying to press a button. Oh wow!
Look at those instant air guns. Hello!
Yeah.
Out of nowhere, we haven't seen those all match, and all of a sudden, he says,
"Wait a minute!" Yo, Samiij showing us that he's not just a basic Cassie player. We saw a lot of down 3, down 4, and back 1-2, which is enough. The way he wanted to play that matchup, but Samiij going to the instant air guns, flexing the fingers on us, letting us know that he is a well-rounded Cassie player. He has it all.
So. It looked like Samiij at the end of that round went, "Oh yeah, I forgot I have these." You know, out of nowhere, it was great.
Oh my God.
He was saving it for when it mattered, which was the health lead. And look at the re-switch from Scar. Going home. I'm going home.
This is beautiful. I mean, Scar, for a long time coming, to me personally, has been one of the guys at the forefront of promoting having a stable of characters and how you need to play multiple to be successful for the sake of counterpick. There's 100 variations in this game, you know? One is not going to do it all, and I know that sounds weird coming from me, but that's why I'm not as successful as these guys as far as playing goes. Wow, Scar able to dig back in, bringing out the demolition. Bombs on deck.
Did you see the tech from Samiij where he just meterlessly flip kicked to avoid the bomb and blow up the gap? That was kind of sexy. Didn't get anything off it.
Yeah.
Still had to respect the explosion of the bomb, trying to run in for the conversion, but...
Well, in that sense, Scar used this age-old tech called blocking, allowing Samiij to try to EX nut punch his way through the gap, instead blocking it, costing him a bar, and getting him zapped anyway.
And Scar
the run under.
Gets out of the corner. It's like he knew that he was going underneath Cassie because he just ran full screen, completely got out of any kind of situation. Samiij just trying to apply going round number 2, which is put him in the corner, hopefully catch him with a nut punch and do the mix.
Yeah, and sometimes the variation-specific tools make all the difference. Samiij beat Scar in that second game just using Cassie's buttons, playing an extremely well neutral game. And now Scar has the grenades, the neutral stoppers. So that just nullifies everything Cassie's trying to do spacing-wise as long as those bombs are active. And look, on display. Even in the counter poking war, Scar able to just take control whenever he's ready.
Precisely. Counter pokes, a no-no when those grenades are on deck. Was it there? And now she has no grenades. This is the time to go in, but a very rare anti-air on Samish, and that he broke the last one. He's barely alive here.
All right, can come back. Real master territory is going to break through. Plus frames. Scar's respecting it, taking his time. One combo will kill him.
Oh my gosh!
And there it is. Confirmed. Double flip kick, and wow, Samish with the customized little loop combo, but it's enough to get the job done. The EX nut punch, just enough gravity, and Samish still alive in this game 3.
And now, all of a sudden, with that comeback, has the momentum, and he is taking it here in the corner. Oh, puts himself in the corner. That's a huge mistake, potentially, but Mama Blade still has no grenades.
Oh my god, solid defense from Samish, blocking all of it. Didn't have the stamina to run under the jump, but gets the forward dash anyway. It's enough. Scar has no grenades, and caught pressing buttons into the restand. What's coming up next? More patience from Samish. Scar jumps back, Samish follows, trying to stay within a mid-range territory to not give him the chance to reload. The nut punch.
Here comes the mix, and goes with the tick throw off of stand 1, and that's going to do it for Samish. And he didn't let him get any grenades that match. That was perfectly played by Samish.
Yeah, and Cassie, with the severe disrespect, using that baton to tarnish the very place that she came from, taking out Mama Blade, 2 games to 1. Samish on a roll, trying to repeat. What does Scar have left in his bag of tricks, man? Will he stay Sonya? Will he go back Spoke? Whoever it is, he will be locked into this character.
He's thinking about it. You know, demo went really well as long as he was able to stay resourced up. Because without grenades in that final round, it went downhill. And it was on Samish there in round number 2 to really pull that comeback, because Scar had the momentum, had the health lead, and was about to take a lead 2-1. So I like to stick with her, because Smoke against Cassie looked a little rough.
I agree there. All right, this time Scar slowing it down himself, not completing his onslaught, wasting all 3 grenades in one sequence, but that wasn't safe. The run up, Cassie with that fantastic advancing back 1 mid. Whew. Dangerous.
And there's the mix.
Yeah, they say you can't block forever, right? Eventually gets opened up by the legs, and Scar getting out that frag grenade.
Just catching Samish pressing buttons here. And he's still got 1 on deck.
All right.
That could cost him here.
Yeah, not sure what the angle was there from Scar. That wasn't a knockdown combo, but Samish will not have the meter to break. Lets him live.
Oh my gosh!
Time. And here come the instant air guns.
Oh, the instant air gun to go over the dive kick. That looked insane. What just happened?
If we could get a slow-mo and a zoom in, he shot her like directly in the face. That was so slick, so instant, and with the perfect spacing. And the anti-air flip kick, everything is going Samish's way now.
That has got to be a GIF on Twitter after this tournament. I want to see the slowdown of the instant air punish on a whiff dive kick. That was insane.
All right. And there's the regular, traditional anti-air, the poke catching Sonya in the air. Armor's out, has enough time to finally safely reload, gets the air-to-air into the combo conversion. Scar's only going to spare 1 grenade there. And a break. Neutral jumps to avoid the explosions. Crucifix tosses young Cassie back the other way. Respect your elders. It doesn't have the meter for the restand. Going down to the wire, and Scar again. The unsafe reload. Samish with those young man reactions to run up into the back 1, and just like that, switches over to Cassie Cage.